When we hear the word vocation, we usually think about priests, nuns, and monks. Fair enough, but when we hear the word vocation, we also need to be thinking about deacons and consecrated virgins, and especially marriage and parenthood, to see them as vocations. A vocation is a way of life in which God calls us as disciples to live out the promises of baptism, in which we promise to reject sin and to be faithful to the gospel of Jesus Christ. Although we talk about the crisis in the vocation of the ordained priesthood, allow me to suggest that the real crisis is that in the vocation of marriage and family. Too often we fail to see them as a way of life in which God calls people to live a life of holiness and a means in which we are called to heaven. Today, marriage is often defined by the larger culture. It's a de facto position. People marry because that's what people are supposed to do, and usually God is not part of the picture. Or, as is most often the case today, people live together, they cohabitate without being married because they don't see a value in being married. The scriptures that we'll hear at Mass this coming Sunday challenge us to recognize again the vocation of marriage. Men and women are to become one flesh, joined together as husband and wife. This is the original plan of creation that Jesus calls his disciples to return to. What is also revealed is that our physical bodies, and with them our most basic of human relationships, particularly in marriage and in the family, are means in which God's divine love and mercy in Jesus are experienced and shared. Our bodies matter. Our relationships, especially in the family, matter, because they are a way to live out the promises of baptism. If we see marriage as a sacrament instead of a legal contract, if we see our bodies as sacred, then we're less likely to misuse others for a selfish purpose. We're more likely to see holiness not as a pious idea, but as a life in Christ lived concretely within the family. That's why you and your family are always welcome at St. Benedict's, to be part of a parish family of disciples seeking to live out our vocation of baptism. I look forward to seeing you and your family at Mass this weekend. God bless you.